comes to redemption, we have to be trusting in that which has been done for us rather than what we are trying to do for ourselves. Hi, this is Barry Phillips with 10 Minute Torah, day number 3 of the special Torah readings for Pesach, or Passover. The strange sounding word, Pesach. It is taken from a root word, Pesach, that means to skip, or to skip by, to pass over, to jump over. Several variations there. Pesach refers more specifically to the offering, the korban, the near approaching, if you will, of the lamb that was to be offered at the event of Passover. Yeshua, we understand, was giving his life for us as the Passover lamb. There's a lot of similarities. There's a lot of correlations that can be made between what Yeshua has done for us and what was done originally in Mitzrayim, or Egypt, on the night that the destroyer passed through, and those who obeyed were spared judgment. There is another use of this word, Pesach, and it's found in 1 Kings chapter number 18. And the story where Eliyahu Hanavi, Elijah the prophet, he meets those that are caught between two opinions, he says. The land has been ravaged with the worship of Baal, and there is great confusion about who is who has the power, who has the real reign of the heavens. And Eliyahu comes to them and he says in verse number 21, and Eliyahu came to all the people and said, how long will you keep hopping, Pesaching, between two opinions? If Yahweh is Elohim, follow him. And if Baal, follow him. But the people answered him not a word. Now, that's the first of two uses of forms of this word. Let's pause on this first, and then we'll proceed to the second. The question that Eliyahu asked the people of Israel is very similar to a statement that Joshua made many years earlier, hundreds of years earlier. He said, choose you this day whom you will serve, but as for me and my house, we will serve Yahweh. The people answered him and said, yeah, that's what we're going to do too. Well, it didn't always turn out that way. We find that it did not take very long before there was at least a mixture. Anytime you see mixture, it's an unrighteous and unholy thing. We see the mixture of worshiping Baal along with Yahweh. The gods of the Canaanites, soon in their theologies and all their mysticisms and their idols, their shrines, it got all intertwined with the worship of Yah. And Yah was not pleased, nor was he accepting of that. The tribe of Dan especially was supposed to be settling down in the area of the Philistines, the present-day Gaza Strip area, and ran into issues and went north, where they're currently more located, or symbolically located at this point, and established there a shrine where they worshipped a false god. Later on, many years later on, Jeroboam, established two calf altars, one in the tribe of Dan at the north and one in the south. I've stood personally at this altar area in the north and wept and cried over the travesty and sins, the mixture, the idolatry that Yah's people fell into. But are we so far removed ourselves? Eliyahu put the point to them. You need to make up your mind. You've been Pesaching between two opinions. Was it Yahweh through the Passover lamb? And now for us, is it not Yeshua, our Passover lamb, that has delivered us from the Mitzrayim world system? Or is it some self-improvement mechanism, some counseling center, some self-effort on your own merits that has achieved life improvement for you? Let's put it this way. Have you been redeemed, or is your life just better somehow? If you and I will recognize that we could not change ourselves or fix ourselves, but it took some outside help, some redeemer, some power beyond our own resource to deliver us even from ourselves, let alone the vices and habits and corruption that this world has placed upon us. If that's what we recognize, then there can only be one answer. We must follow Yah and follow Him with all of our heart. If we believe that somehow, well, I just kicked my habits and I cleaned up my act and turned over a new leaf and I'm better than I used to be, well and good, I applaud you, but you're still not changed. You're still the same person you were inside before your efforts ever began. And who knows when they will return to haunt you. Eliyahu, asking this question, established a contest of whose Elohim, whose mighty one, would answer their cries for fire from heaven to consume their offering. Looking then at verse 25 and 26, we read, And Eliyahu said to the prophets of Baal, Choose one bull for yourselves and prepare it first, for you are many. And call on the name of your mighty one, but set no fire. So they took the bull which was given them and prepared it, and called on the name of Baal from morning even until noon, saying, O Baal, answer us. But there was no voice, and no one answered. And they leaped. The word is a form of Pesach, about the slaughter place which they had made. One translation says that the prophets of Baal actually jumped up and down on the altar, trying to get their Elohim to answer by fire. Are we trying to dance on the altar? Are we trying to whoop it up and bring to a greater reality the effect of our deliverance? Or are we trusting in the blood that has been applied in our behalf? It's much easier to perhaps look at a little lamb and estimate there's not a whole lot that can be done with a little lamb. It's too innocent, it's too small, it's too insignificant. But by myself, I can try things. I can muster my will. I can beat it this time. Trusting in Yeshua, whom we've never seen, we read about, we talk to, but do we really know Him? Knowing Him, really knowing Him is vitally important. We need to understand and know that the work that Yeshua has done for us in our behalf is a completed work. It is a finished work, and it has all the power and the ability to do all that we ask or have need of. The word says that the life is in the blood. The life that is in the blood of Messiah Yeshua is the life and the power of life, the resurrection life that you and I need to live free from sin and to overcome our past. Flailing ourselves around, desperately jumping up and down, trying to get Yah's attention. Hey, look at me. Screaming at the heavens. Dancing, worshiping we put ourselves into a frenzy, trying to check all the boxes of our complete obedience. Well, I did it all. I spiritually cleaned my room and washed the dishes. I've done everything that I know to do. All of our self-effort merits nothing. Obedience is important. But trust must be the foundation of our obedience. We're looking unto the author and the finisher, the one who originates our deliverance and the one who has completed it and brought it to pass. The author and the finisher of our faith and belief, Yeshua the Messiah. Stop jumping up and down on your altar and trust the stains of Yeshua's blood to bring about your deliverance. Until tomorrow, shalom.